Let's bring in Joy Burnett now. With less than 90 days until the November election, the governor and state elections officials are not on the same page. Joy, you explain the challenges leaders are now faced with.
Well, the big question is, how do you conduct an election during the middle of a pandemic? Do you have in-person voting, vote by mail, or a combination of both? Well, the state officials are saying it is not that simple. The clock is ticking to Election Day 2020, and in the middle of a pandemic, state election officials are trying to determine between in-person voting, mail-in ballots, or a combination of both.
Time is of the essence because we're within 90 days now of Election Day.
The State Board of Elections would like to designate several days for early voting, then open up all high schools on Election Day where that's feasible. Election officials have been under pressure from the governor, who wants to mail out applications to people who want to vote by mail, start recruiting election judges right now, and then open up early voting centers in addition to Election Day voting. The governor's suggestions have been controversial because some believe he should be fully supporting vote by mail instead of pushing for in-person voting during a pandemic.
And we need to focus on what we can do to mitigate any problems that may arise, and we've given you a plan.
The State Board of Elections has been under fire after problems in the June primary. Ballots were sent out late, some in the wrong languages. Some voters say they didn't even get ballots. With record-setting turnout expected in November, officials acknowledge the stakes are high.
Someone's going to end up standing in line somewhere. It's going to happen. It's a fact of life. We're just trying to mitigate it the best way possible.
And there's also concern that some people will not want to be election judges because they do not want to be out there in the public in the middle of a pandemic, just in case there are really long lines. The governor has offered administrative hours to state workers who want to volunteer in that capacity. Live at 6, Joy Burnett for WJZ.